What's up, YouTube? Jeff back again today with a very exciting Samsung video for you guys. And today, well, last night rather, Samsung dropped a ton of updates on us all at one time. So today we have one of our classic triple update videos at Sammy Guru. I'm going to be talking about the March 2025 security patch for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. I'm going to be talking about the One UI 7 Beta 3 for the Z Flip 6 and the Z Fold 6, which both got the Beta 3 last night. Brings a bunch of new features to those devices. We're going to get into all of that today. There's also a bunch of other app updates and stuff I'll be covering later this week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and also check out our website, sammyguru.com, for more info. Before we get started today, I do want to introduce you guys to a brand new partner on the channel, our brand new prepaid wireless partner, Leica Mobile. Leica Mobile, if you haven't heard of them, has great value for all of their plans. And unlike some of the other carriers we've worked with in the past, they offer you the opportunity to get the absolute lowest price for their introductory rate, so you can try their service for a prolonged amount of time and see if it's correct for you. Now, one of the offers I really like that they have is 3 months of 5 gigabytes a month for just $5 a month, which is $15 up front. Get a free eSIM or a SIM card. You get free unlimited calls and texts to 100 countries. And they, of course, they ship you the SIM card for free as well. They've got 5G nationwide coverage, no contracts or commitments. You can bring your own device, and you get unlimited talk and text. An absolutely amazing deal. I've been trying out their SIM in some of my devices here, and they have amazing service in Phoenix. Now, if you want to try the unlimited plan, they also have another great deal, and I'll drop the link in the pinned comment description. You guys can support the channel and check them out. They've got 1 month unlimited talk and text for $12.25 a month. But the great thing about this deal is that you can actually renew it for 2 additional months. So you're going to get unlimited 40 gigabytes of high-speed data for just $12.25 a month for 3 months. That's going to be $36.75. It's a very good deal for the unlimited plan. So pretty much the same other stuff. You just get 40 gigs of high-speed data, but the data is unlimited. Anyway, if you guys want to check them out and support the channel, check our link in the pinned comment description. You guys will be hearing more about Leica in the coming months here at Sammy Guru. So let's go ahead and get started. Talk about the March security patch, which rolled out to the S25 Ultra unlocked model just last night. Here it is right here. It does end in AYBC, 560.93 megabytes, March 1st, 2025 security patch. Now, a lot of you have been asking me, are there any new features in this update? And the answer to that is no. There doesn't appear to be anything new with the camera. I tested that out. I mean, battery life, I've only had this update for 12 hours, so I don't really know. Doesn't really seem like they've changed much with the animations. I'm using custom animations with Home Up anyway, but I tried the stock animations on one of my other S25 Ultras, and I don't see any real big changes. So there doesn't seem to be much other than these critical security fixes that are included with the patch. Now, one thing, of course, I know a lot of people want to ask me about as well is, did it receive a Play System update with this as well? That answer to that is also no. So if you go into About Phone, you'll see here October Play System update. If we check it, there is no update. Still on October 1st, 2024. Absolutely unacceptable, almost 7 months old. Samsung really needs to do something about this. This is honestly quite embarrassing for Samsung, and they really should fix it. So you get the March security patch. You can see all the fixes here. In fact, if you go down here, this is where you can read the security bulletin, and you can find it for each manufacturer. So just find Samsung, and you'll see the security bulletin. There's the March one. There were a ton of critical and high priority fixes. So that's probably why it's a pretty large update, but I haven't really seen any performance improvements. Didn't really change the battery icon. Animation doesn't seem improved, and no real improvements on the camera that I can tell so far. But anyway, it's always nice to get the update. Of course, it is almost April, so it'd be nice if Samsung would push out the April patch early, which actually did happen over here on the Foldables, which received their 3rd beta update just last night. So if we go in here and take a quick look at this update, scroll down, the beta update for the Z Fold 6, this is the Z Fold 6 first, 1200.32, so 1.2 gigs. You've got ending in ZYCG, quite a few things, including in this update, the April 1st, 2025 security patch. So they got the April update, 7 days early. That's very nice. And a bunch of new features. They've got press and hold side button to get Gemini, basically. So now you can set Gemini as the digital assistant. It's not the default if you previously had it set to Bixby, which if you owned your phone before, you did, because that was the default. You have to go in and change it. I'll show you guys. Call recording summary converted to text. So whenever you record calls, it converts to text. These are all features that were on the S25 at launch. Create your own stickers and images. Summarize the web pages, edit video sounds as you like. That's audio eraser. They could have been a little more explicit about that. And natural language-based search within settings. Some bugs that were fixed as well. A couple of these which were big issues for me, particularly the media card display error. There's quite a few of those errors that were fixed here. Now the Z Flip 6 also has a very similar changelog, but I'm going to show you guys this one separately because there's also a brand new thing that they improved, which we talked about in the previous Z Flip 6 update. They fixed the charging animation on the cover screen. So let's just go through a couple of these things really quickly. If we go into my gallery, let's just show you really quickly. If you go to Galaxy AI here, you now get your audio eraser pop up here. You know, you've got 6 different options, but it depends on what's in the video. So here I've got music and noise or auto, and here you can hear the original at the top, just like on the S25 Ultra. So no surprise there, but audio eraser does make it. And if you go into the settings, you go to Galaxy Eye, scroll down, now you've got your audio eraser listed in those settings as well. Now when you go over here, you go to your phone settings, you go settings here, record calls. You've got transcript assist, which is what they were talking about there. You can auto transcribe recorded calls, choose your transcription languages or download other languages as well. That's been added to the Z Fold 6 and the Z Flip 6 with the Beta 3 update. You'll notice there is no real change to this battery icon. Still looks terrible. I don't know why they haven't edited that. They really should consider fixing that at some point. And if we go into the inner main screen, you can see they didn't really tweak the spacing over here. I thought they might tweak this a little bit, but it's still pretty similar spacing to what we had before on the Z Fold 6. They didn't really change anything there at all. You can see here pretty much all the options of the toggles there are the same. If you go into Samsung Internet, that's where you're going to see the summarized web page option. I've been using Chrome as my default, but if you go to Galaxy Eye here, you're going to see now read highlights out loud, summarize, translate. Those are some of the features they were talking about there. Let's see, what else am I missing? What else am I missing here from the software update changelog? So we talked about, press and hold. Now you can get press and hold. You're going to get Gemini. You see right here, Gemini is your new assistant. You do have to set this as the default, however. So if you go to your side key settings here, go side button, you can change this. Long press digital assistant, Bixby or power off menu, just like you have on your S25 Ultra as well. What else we got? So there should be no new update there. So we went through that, press and hold to launch, Gemini, call recording summary, create your own stickers and images. You can do that in the gallery like you can on the S25. Summarize the web page, audio eraser, and of course now you can do natural language search in here. You've got this little pop-up here, just like on the S25 Ultra. So you can say find display resolution. And then you can see here, it'll give you a bunch of different ones that are relevant to that. Does a really good job with the natural language search, just like on the S25. So very good job there. It looks like they have smoothed the animations out a little bit. I actually thought the Z Fold 6 was one of the smoothest, aside from a few bugs here with like widgets and the audio player. I thought it was one of the smoothest ones in terms of like scrolling through, just opening applications and things like that. And so, you know, I don't know that it really needed a ton of improvement from my perspective, but they have made it a little bit better. This does seem like it's ready for prime time, except for that awful battery icon and maybe fixing some of the spacing. But otherwise, everything looks really good. One more thing I did want to point out is that on the Galaxy Z Fold 6, you now have inside Galaxy AI, if you go to Drawing Assist, you'll see that the brand new version of Drawing Assist that has sketch matching strength is there. So you can turn the sketch matching strength to low, 2 medium options, and then high. Control how closely the generated images matches your original sketch. Lower level lets the AI be more creative, and the higher level means the image will resemble the original sketch more strongly. Very cool. And now if you go into sketch to image, the other thing is you can now sketch using either, of course, your drawing. You can use a photo of your own to inspire the creation of the image, or you can do text. And of course, that means you can also use voice to text to do this. You can say, draw an image of an elf in a red hat holding a leaf blower. And then, you know, use that to generate your image. So this is really cool, having the new version in there. They didn't really mention this in the particular. Why can they not generate an image of an elf in a red hat holding a leaf blower? Very weird. Anyway, this is definitely something new that they didn't mention in the changelog. The Z Flip 6, if we go into the settings here, scroll down to software update, take a look, you've got ZYCG, pretty much the same exact features that have been added on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The same ones I just went through on the Z Fold 6, so I won't really talk about that too much. It's around 1200 megs as well, 1.2 gigs. April 1st, 2025 security patch. Nothing really changed here. I mean, you got the same options that you've had before. Settings look about the same. Smoothness in general, I think the Flip has improved. It wasn't as smooth as the Fold in the beginning, so I do think they've done a good job improving the smoothness here. You do, once again, as I said, you do have the auto transcribe as well over here. You can enable that on your Z Flip 6. Perhaps the biggest change with the Z Flip 6 is actually around on the cover display. We talked about before the fact that Samsung, and also I want to mention this, they really should add the brightness toggle that's in the main display for One UI 7, but it doesn't look anything like the One UI 7 one. I'd prefer if they did that. But one thing we talked about before was the charging animation when you have the cover screen on was not updated for One UI 7. And now, if we insert this, you will see, and there it is, brand new charging animation. You guys can see it there. Let me see. So whether you have the screen on, it's right there, or if you have the screen off entirely, this is the animation that you get until it's fast charging there for the Z Flip. So you don't have the old One UI 6.1.1 animation anymore, which is definitely a nice thing. That seems to be the biggest thing that they changed with this beta in terms of, aside from the Z Fold 6, obviously there's a bunch of new features, but in terms of like the UI and the look that's specific to the Z Flip 6, that seems to be the biggest thing I've found so far. Of course, anything else that we find that's new, noteworthy, etc., we'll be covering over at sammyguru.com. So check it out. Also check out our partners and friends at Leica Mobile. If you need some new cell service, you want to save a lot of money, check them out. Again, 3 pretty sizable updates that we got. We got folds, we got flips, and of course, the Galaxy S25 Ultra March update. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Did you guys get these updates on your respective devices? Appreciate you guys checking it out, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.